I'm so
Hello?
sorry. I'm so sorry. I ended the call by mistake. I was about to
Chai,
Hello?
exit the voice
Woody.
chat. I'm so sorry,
Hello?
everyone. I was about to
Woody?
exit the
Okay,
voice
so
chat. I clicked the
Woody?
option of end the voice chat. I'm so sorry.
Hello,
oh,
Woody?
Yeah.
okay, so
Please,
okay.
please, Woody, please. I said, can I just ask about KYC? Please.
Yeah. So interact with Tochi. I'm about to go offline now. So yeah, Tochi, just
Okay, Tochi.
something.
Hello, Tochi.
Oh, yeah, similar.
Yeah, Tochi, good evening.
Good evening. But you heard what I said earlier, right? But you can ask
Yes,
your
yes, yes.
question. Just be fast about it.
Yeah, I heard about. Please, it's about KYC because
All
as it
right.
stands, I'm losing hope. Like I have up to 56 downlines. My ETs, like hardly, like two or three of them used to come up hardly. If
Okay.
I ask them why are you not mining, I like as if I'm forcing them or something. Like if I ask them why are you not mining, they will tell me, that would na KYC. We know they come. Where be saying I waiting of we they wait for a second coming of Jesus Christ. Stuff like that. So some of them even told me that they have deleted the app that I should quit disturbing them and all that. Do you get? So this KYC, I
Yeah.
don't know. Is that because on June 28th now we are hoping. We don't really know what the surprises are, but we are hoping. But what I'm saying now is I don't know. Is there any hope that before that 28th we'll get a slot for KYC, or there will be it will be mapped to the app, like you just click, you just go there and do your KYC without waiting for invite or something? Because I'm confused. I'm just using strong mind in it. Being that from all the lectures I've attended and all that, that is what is still keeping me in the game. My mind on the shake already. So I don't know. Please, I really don't know about this KYC because every now and then I keep mining every day, every night. I keep mining, hoping that it will pop up, but nothing's popping up. So I want to know, please. Thank you.
Oh, okay. So I will answer as a pioneer because I am not in contact with the core team, like always in contact with them. So for that question, I myself, I speaking, I have not gotten a KYC invitation yet, but my ETs, not one, not two, not three, not four, have gotten some of. I think one has completed, the other ones have not. They have issues with their NI and PI, all these issues that do come up. So what I will advise you to do is, at this stage of the Pi network, don't you can try as much as possible to call those people. If you can call them, yeah, like call and talk to them. If that's possible, you can. At this stage of the Pi network, you don't force people, or I don't force people. Let me not say you don't force people. I don't force people anymore. What will happen is when this thing starts playing out, every one of them will come back to you. So don't lose contact with them. Do not give up on them. Even if they are making you angry, it's fine. Just keep them one side, like keep them in the list or so that when it gets to then when Pi can be used, or when it gets to then when the KYC, I don't know if June 28th will bring that. If the KYC will now be in app, everybody can just go and do the KYC. I don't know, but if it comes to them, at least you can still reach out to them, keep that relationship, so you will help them pass KYC. Because I keep one thing is clear: once everybody passes KYC, once your ET is past KYC, your job becomes easier. If they don't want to mine again, if they want to mine, it's fine. But once they pass KYC, the amount of pie they have mined for you becomes yours. So you get, so please just keep on till then. I don't know if the KYC app will be in the Pi app by June 28th. We just have to believe the curtain.
All right, thank you.
Great
You're
behavior.
welcome. You're
Great,
welcome.
great.
You're welcome. So, Timilai, what are you offering in exchange for Pi? Or who do you know that you can talk to, that you can tell to offer something in exchange for
Yeah, I've been talking to some car dealers in my
Pi?
area
Prasad,
though.
this question goes to everybody. So the floor is open. You can speak. Just unmute your mic.
Hello, hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I can hear
Yeah, I
you.
said I've been talking to. I live in Lagos though, so I've been talking to some car dealers here around me, and seeing is believing. Like if you tell them about Pi, this is what Pi does and all that, they will be like, I share you, make I see how much the Pi don't give you, stuffs like that. So I think before these people can start accepting fully is when we finally hit the main net. Maybe by the time you show them Maybe by the time you are able to buy one or two things with Pi, and you show them the receipts and evidence, then it will ginger them. Or just flash them, or probably flash them your accounts, let them see the amount you have there. It will bust their bubble. So they will want to like, guy, please, how do I join and all that? So I've been talking to them, but what they are saying is, let me see evidence. Let me even see what this is all about. So by the time we fully start transacting with Pi, I think that will motivate them to really want to accept my proposals. So that's just what's happening. And me personally, my wife has a business she's doing. So I think I will encourage her to be accepting. Anyway, she's mining. So and I'll tell her to accept Pi, to accept Pi when we hit the main net. And me personally, I'm into IT stuff. Do you get? So like if you want to develop software and all that, I will charge you, you pay me in Pi too. So that's just the way it is. Can
Okay,
anybody
but
hear me?
I will advise don't show people don't. Yeah, yeah, I can hear you. Don't show people your balance. Is very very risky. Good evening.
No, I said by the time I show them transaction, maybe for instance, I'm able to buy something from China or from Pi Hub or something. And if I show them transaction like this is what I bought with Pi, and this is where I buy it and all that, they will want to succumb. We Nigerians, we love evidence. Like, let me even see.
Okay,
Make
yeah,
I see
but
waiting more.
I that's true. That's true. I'll just say don't show anybody your balance.
And okay, all right, no problem, no problem.
You don't know. You don't. None of us know what the value of Pi will be. We can just help the value by trying to of making people understand the value of identity, value of what balance. What if the value of Pi now become $1 million? I am just saying nobody should come and kill me. Everybody, those people you've shown will know that you have such amount, and it is unsafe for security purposes. So that's that for that. Okay, thanks. So what will like that's the pioneer spirit. That's how it's meant to be. All right. So
All right.
Prasad, you were saying something also. Prasad. Hello, Prasad. Okay, I think he's not there any longer. All right, to Fejiro. So what are you? I can see Ninike in the house. I am soldier. Everyone, this question is for us. That's what we're discussing today. Don Rado,
Okay.
I've not heard from you also. Yeah, Fejiro, you can shoot.
Okay. For me, as I've always said, I'm an agent. I do money transaction for people. But since it's not going to be accepted in the enclosed mainnet, I will be switching business. Although before I started the uh, back agency work, I've already I already started the trade, phone and accesses. So I know how to go about setting up a business on that aspect. So I'm just waiting for the enclosed mainnet to start in order to establish my business. Then apart from that, I have my uncle, my cousins. One is a car dealer. He ships cars from Germany and other countries. So I'll be I've already introduced him to the Time Network project, and he's really interested in it, and he's willing to accept Pi for his cars. Another of my uncle, he has a dredging company. We all know what dredging is all about now. When you dredge sand from the sea for building of blocks and building of houses, he's willing to accept Pi for anybody that wants to build his house and that wants to buy sand. He's accepting Pi for buying of sand. Then another of my uncle has an eatery, and he said during the enclosed minute he will be accepting Pi for anybody that wants to come and eat. Another of my EC has a poultry farm where he sells birds and eggs. He's willing to accept Pi during the enclosed minute. There are so many people that I know, even most of my ETs, that have businesses that are willing to accept Pi during the enclosed minute, apart from me. So that's it.
Okay, that's great. Also, something just came to mind now. Okay, Lawi is still in the house. So, with all these things that we have, Lawi, this question is I'm directing this question to you. With all these things that we have, or people that wants to exchange price for their goods and all. Now, will workforce to provide that kind of platform? Because Ofejo just said his uncle has a dredging company. Now his uncle might just be pioneer that knows Ofejo and he knows that, okay, whatever updates will come, Ofejo will give to him. Now, is it best for the uncle to register on workforce pool as someone that can provide that service?
Yes, once pie to pie,
So everyone
peer
can
to
reach
peer.
out to them because everyone just has this and that and that and that and that. The platform. Okay.
Pioneers can create talent listings, and once peer-to-peer transactions are enabled by Pi team, maybe that is after they have migrated pioneers who have already KYC'd. So once they enable that functionalities, then pioneers will be able to transact their Pi for services. Did you get me?
I didn't get what you said. Sorry.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can.
Okay, yeah. So pioneers will be able to exchange their Pi for services once peer-to-peer transactions have been enabled by the core team. I believe that should happen after a significant number of pioneers have KYC'd and have migrated to the next phase.
Oh,
Yeah. Hello.
Hello,
Hello.
did you hear me?
yeah.
There's something we are planning on doing because during the enclosed minutes there will be mostly there will be online shops, and the majority of the everyday people don't they are not used to the internet buying things online. So during the enclosed minutes we are thinking of building a physical pie market where pioneers can get a shop and sell their goods, whatever goods. Like it's more like a supermarket, like the likes of Shoprite and Market Square. There's one called Market Square here in Bayelsa. So we're thinking of setting a structure like that in Bayelsa here, where different pioneers with different services and goods can come and rent a shop there and offer their goods and services for pie. So I'm dropping it here so that if anybody can do that, you can do it in your respective state, country, where people, the everyday people can go to and get their goods if they are not willing to go online to buy things because they are scared or they don't know how to do it.
Oh, okay, okay. That's one point. Now, is Lawi is workforce pool. What's the difference between workforce pool and high chain mall?
Chain Mall are dealing with goods, tangible goods, while Workforce Pool is dealing with services. Any service that you can deliver to someone online without having to meet. For instance, a graphic designer, someone from the US could hire someone from Nigeria to create a graphic design and they earn money for that. There is no good exchange there, just the service. So that's the main difference.
Okay, so workforce pool physical goods. Then I'm sorry, high chain mall physical goods, workforce pool services. Okay, okay. All right. Thanks for that, Lawi. Okay, so Ayo, Temitope, Kwame Bafo, Henry, Lil Saint, Don Rado. Yeah, I'm eager to hear from you, Don Rado. What services are you offering in exchange for Pi? So Pi Evolution is we are pushing a campaign. We started this campaign on the 1st of June, Pi Consensus. Now I also want to clear this. I've seen on some groups where they say, I believe they said it out of ignorance, that people, how they put it, that people that are saying $314,000 for one Pi are delusional, and you find them on Pi Revolution, that they don't know what they are saying, that they don't know this, they don't know that. Let me be very truthful with each and every one of us. If the Pi core team actually did restrict our level of engagement on the Pi chat, we won't be where we are today. That pie chart was, in fact, at a point they had to put a down vote and an up vote, and you will see even Nicholas will post something, and people will still go there and downvote it. When I mean downvote, something that is very, very important, they will still go and downvote. Sometimes you can have up to 10,000 downvotes till I think this year when the downvote option was taken away. We just have upvotes. If you don't like it, you stay. If you like, you thumbs up. Till you get so the Pi evolution, like our goal, we seek to include the excluded people out there that they are not really, what's it called, internet freaks or digitally savvy like most of us are. So when you see people coming into the group to say such stuff, respect to Pi, you don't expect us to shut them down. Now, $314,000 and whatever, you can say it's high, it's fine. What if it is possible? It's an option, but people are saying it is impossible. Well, I am not here for to say it is possible or impossible. I'm just here to say they are saying it, and they are not just saying it with words. They are offering goods and services with respect to that amount, with respect to that, yeah, with respect to that value. Now, for the Chinese that are saying they came up with $6,700 and all that, Fakao have sold 8 cars according to them, and they said it is on Twitter and it's on their official handles. They said if at the launch of Pi or if the price comes out and whatever, and it is not up to $6,700 per Pi, that they will bear the loss. If it is more than that, they will still keep it alive. Like they want to be the first. They want their name to be in the what do you call, like the Guinness Book of World Record. They want to be in the record that we actually did this. Now that is the pioneering spirit. That is what pioneers are all about. You, like Woody have said, you take risks. People will lose. When I mean people will lose, business guys will lose. Initially, they may or they will. But I tell you, if the ones that know what they are doing, they would, because your pie will surely go to them somehow, somehow. It will be in the ecosystem. But some people that are offering these goods and services, good goods and services, like sweet goods and services, will get more pie. And pie is something that will last for a lifetime. So please let us tweak that what they call notion. The Chinese are saying that fine, let them say whatever they want to say. Fine, I can't shut them down. If I shut them down, they will leave the group. And they are not just saying it; they are putting goods and that country is Asia as a continent. They are a manufacturing continent. So if I can manufacture something and I say this is how much I will sell it, you can't tell me nothing because I am bearing the cost of production and everything. So let us give it to them. If they are saying that, fine, the enclosed minute will tell. They are saying it, yeah, and they even helped people believe in the value of fire. At least they've done something for the community. Now, most of us that are downvoting these people or that are trying to shame them or that are trying to put them down, we are not doing anything for the Pi community. We are just here to say $1 is moderate, $10 is moderate. Like who does that? If you know you can't offer anything in exchange for Pi, allow people that wants to offer to say what they want to say. Only time will tell. Even Nicholas have said that. Time will tell. So please, I just wanted to clear that air. So back to what we're saying. What are we offering for Pi? Donado, you're muted your mic. You can speak. Lawi, you're still there, you can speak. Tony.
Yeah, good evening, everybody. My name is Mr. Tony Omomia. I'm into agriculture. I sell coconuts and the dwarf and the hybrid coconuts. Like those who want to go into farming, I'm, I'm ready to accept pie as an exchange for the coconuts. The dwarf and the hybrid, they are very good coconut. They are Malaysia hybrid and Ghana hybrid. And Cote d'Ivoire hybrid. Thank you. God bless everybody.
You're welcome. So Tony, have you registered on okay, have you registered on Titan Mall or Workforce Pool? Like you should be out there. Try and register on this platform so you will
Okay.
gain more visibility. More people can see you.
Okay.
You get. And if I may ask, if I may ask, what
Yeah.
how do you value your buy? Like, okay, if I want to buy a would I say a trailer load of hybrid coconuts from you,
Hybrid seedlings.
how much will you sell? How much will be your one pie? If I pay you one pie, how much you whatever currency you
Where,
use in your country?
where,
Okay, you still in
where
your country.
yeah, the way I understand the price
Hello,
now,
Tony.
I'll go with the whatever Chinese bring in. I'll go with convert the money to dollar, then to naira the way we sell. If one pie is sold for maybe that 340,000 plus, then because coconut is just we are selling for 1,000 naira now in Nigeria, so I'll convert the money to dollar. That means it's going to be $2 convert to pie. So whatever it is.
Okay, but you should know that nobody will set the price for nobody. We all will set the price for all of us. So if you're waiting for the Chinese, that's wrong. If you're waiting for Europe, that's wrong. You should also
Well, I value pie, my
see
pie.
the initiative that I am doing this and
I
this is
wrote
like I asked Woody.
so I wrote in that group that if pie is less than that 340,000, I will not sell. I have to keep my pie for my next generation because I have suffered from it. So yes,
We
I'm
have
not.
we have to spend pie. That is one of the goals of the pie cutting. That's why we have to use this pie. Yes, that's why we have lockup. Lockup should be the best way to save or the best way to secure it for your future generations and all. But you need to spend pie. That is what we actually grow this economy. Buying, selling, offering this thing in exchange for something. It keeps going round and round and round. Transaction volume. So you get there are so many factors that comes into play.
Okay, no problem.
The very
I
important
still
one is
want to
spending
buy.
pie. So it's something that we all should do. Very important. But it's fine. It's fine. Yeah. Thank
Thank you.
you. Thank you. Okay, so Liu Saints, you're muted. Let's hear from you. Okay, Pen. Hello, Pen. We can hear you.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, Liu Saints.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm into I'm into Android programming, a little bit of Android programming. So I think even though I'm not perfect in it, so I'm still completing my training in that, and then also UI UX design. So these are the services, and also web design as well. So these are the services I would offer in exchange of Pi. So when it's ready for us to use, whether in the enclosed mainnet or the open mainnet, that's what I'll be offering. That's the service I'll be offering to help the community and help the pie grow. That's it for me.
Oh,
Then of course
oh,
I've
okay.
been encouraging my ETs, my any team to be able to do the same. So yeah, I have a lot of people that are under me that are into business, a lot of yes, a lot of big businesses. So I think what some of them are just not, they are not so keen to research about Pi network. But I think when it gets closer, like you said earlier, when the whole thing is clear in the eyes of so many people, of course, that's when most of them will come back to you and they will want to learn more. So I think at that point, I'm going to encourage them and, yeah, encourage them to receive Pi as a medium of payment for their services and their goods and what they are doing. So that's it for me, Sha.
All right, that's great. So if I okay, Listen, I want to build I need a website, a commerce
Okay.
website, an e-commerce website.
Yeah.
So and you're charging me one pie, for example. How much will
Okay.
be your value for one pie in? Listen, you're speaking from Nigeria. Am I correct?
Yes. Yes, I am. I am.
Okay, so how much will be your value for one pie in naira?
Okay. My value of one pie in Naira would be, um, to me, I think I'm okay with, well, for me, let me say, um, if I'm going to charge you, you were saying if I'm going to charge you one pie for the website, I wouldn't, I wouldn't charge you one pie for the website because that would be, you know, that would be too much for the website, considering the value I'll place on pie. So for that, I would value for me, Sha, if you should ask me at this moment, one pie should be valued at about 5 million naira in naira.
You said what?
Yes, yes,
5 million naira.
yes. If you
Ah,
convert, we see now. If you convert it, I say one pie. Oh. Convert
yeah.
if the Chinese are saying whatever, or if we are talking for this, forget
5 million naira.
forget about that. Yes, that's me. Oh,
I
Yeah,
let's
want
yeah, yeah. Continue. Don't.
that
I'm just happy. I'm elated.
that one is much, oh.
it's much actually, it's much. But if I should say, I think it's okay for me. But unless if I should go solo, let me say one pie, 1 million naira. Our naira is very low. Don't forget that too. Don't forget that this naira we are talking about not a lot of money. So if I say 5 million naira, pie is of great value. So it's not too much to me, sure.
Oh,
Thi-
all right.
This
Wow.
this
I like you. Okay.
this
Also,
this
you.
has this has been the problem, eh? This has been the problem among us pioneers. This is a service provider saying he's ready to offer his service at 5 million per pie, and others are saying it's too much. Are you providing any service for that for your goods? This is somebody that is willing to offer a service for per pie 5 million. He know the risk he's taking and is willing to accept it. These are the enclosed minutes to play at. If you have a service or good to offer, you are the one that is going to set that value for your goods or services. And whatever price you place on the pie, that is what you are willing to accept. And anybody to to get a good from you, or that's coming to take your services, is going to pay at the amount you are willing to accept for your services or your goods. I think this is how the minute to play out. So I don't see why people are saying it's too much. I don't really get that too. It's just amazing that some people that are not having any goods to offer, they will still be complaining that somebody is putting a high price on the pie. It doesn't really make sense.
Well, well, I so
Hello,
yesterday I
hello.
was okay. I did that for you can speak.
Yeah, for the last speaker, you can't say that we don't have something to offer. Do you understand? Yeah, I think that was that. I stand
No,
to
no,
be
no. Sorry,
corrected
sorry.
for
I'm
using
No,
that
not.
it
word.
wasn't. It
No, no,
wasn't
no, no.
referring to like I.
Please, oh.
It
I'm
wasn't
not referring
referring
to
to
you.
you.
Oh.
Yeah,
I'm just
but
saying
it sounded
for.
like it was referring to you, but it
Oh,
wasn't
okay,
referring to you.
I'm just saying it generally because
okay.
they've been saying it generally in different groups, and most of these people that are saying it, if you ask them what they are willing to offer, they won't give you an answer. Why majority of the people that are valuing their pie for a certain price, they actually have something to offer, and they are saying they are willing to accept it for whatever price have gave. So why are we complaining with the consumers that is too much? Are you the one offering the services or the goods? He's saying he's accepting it at this price. Your own is to buy the goods. So that's how it's supposed to be. I don't see why people are complaining that it's too much.
Yeah,
And I
yeah.
wasn't
So
referring to you.
No problem,
okay,
no problem.
so
I even like. Hello.
continue.
Yeah, I said I even like to patronize someone that is into software because I would like to build an e-commerce account for my business. So I would like to patronize him as well.
That's fine, and it saves you. It saves your pie. Like you see, I sometimes I look at this thing and I ask myself, well, like I said on Twitter, was it yesterday? It was this was something Nicholas have said a while, or something the Pi network have said. Pi is a social experiment. Now, a social experiment is like an experiment you're conducting on humans on a large scale to know how they will respond to something. Now, in China, or sorry, in Asia, let me not use China, this social experiment is working for them. Like, okay, they are giving us the power to do something. We can produce and actually fix our price, not in dollar, not in yuan, but in a currency that is accepted generally. Now, that is how that social experiment is taking effect in Asia. Now, for, I wouldn't say Africa, but let me just use for Nigeria. I'm speaking from Nigeria. Yeah, so this social experiment is taking effect in a way that so many of us like this thing is actually an eye opener because I used to think that everybody here doesn't like suffering, which is I think is true to a level. No one likes suffering. Nobody should like suffering. But if you now get to see their point of view, you will understand that these people actually, yes, they don't like it, but what they like is affiliated to suffering. Now you cannot come and tell me that you're offering your car one pipe of 5 million naira, and I will tell you no when I want to buy a car. But I will give you 0.5 and buy a car of 2.5 million naira. You are offering it. You know why you're offering it. They get so this social experiment will socially engineer us away from that pattern of thoughts. I'm speaking from where I'm speaking from Nigeria or from my locality or people I've seen, you get, it will socially engineer us from that pattern of thought. It will make us begin to understand that this is actually possible, which is not an easy thing to do. What Pi Network is doing is massive. And I don't know if you were here earlier, I did that one for everyone that is listening. Siame, a representative of a rep of Pi Chain Mall, he said he has 40 plots of land that he has developed, like 40 plots that he has developed, different houses on these plots. That he has earmarked this stuff for Pi. I don't know if we heard that. Like he will accept Pi for these houses, either renting or I think leasing or selling. Whichever way, I can become a landlord in that country even without going there. Do you understand? Just by Pi. So if he's saying one Pi can get me a land or a property, a building there, will I be telling him no? Or if he says 0.5 can get me, even I'll start looking at it that if this guy is accepting 0.5 for this landed property, it means this landed property or this Pi is collecting for me is big. I want to bargain. Now that is where consensus comes in. I will say no, Tiami, let me give you 0.3 or whatever. From there we'll start bargaining and we'll reach a conclusion. So this social experiment is
Yeah.
not an easy thing, and
Hello?
gradually we are now we are arguing it is big, it is not big. At a point we all start adding okay, let us not make it so high, let it be big. So you get, yeah, Tony, you want to speak?
Yeah, I wanted to
Yeah, I
say
want to say
something.
something.
Okay.
This
Continue.
issue of debating on this price, I think Nigeria we don't have choice because most of our guys, all these Igbo guys who go to China to buy things, if they go there and China accept pie from their hand, yeah, we'll be seeing all this the price on the system. So if I go to Alaba to buy my goods or to buy whatever I want to buy, I go to Aba and they accept pie from my hand. I will sell at the rate of which they are selling in China. So Nigeria is not producing producing anything. They are the one arguing over this issue. Me, I don't see
Oh,
any. Let's just leave all this thing for China to handle. Leave all this Nigeria thing
Exactly.
out of it.
It's the community, sha.
Let's not leave it for China to handle. Oh. It's a community. Yeah, you won't have everybody agreeing. Some people will be on the left side. It's normal, but I'm not sure we should leave it to China. They might want to take
Yeah.
advantage of
It
it.
shouldn't, yes, it shouldn't be solely on China. I just wanted to add that, if we go back to the original goal of Pi, which is basically to use Pi as a means of buying and selling. That is for day to day, for utility. That's as utility to be able to use it. Now, let's do it this way. If somebody mining will still continue, I think it will still continue. We'll just keep reducing. But assuming somebody by December joins Pi Network, which would happen, and then the person joins Pi Network and starts mining, you know that the mining rate by then would be very low. And then if you check it, you'll see that if the person is even consistent to an extent, the person might just mine
I
successfully
can.
get let's say 100 or less. 100 or less. That's my own calculations from what I actually think. And then you can't you I from what I believe, right? Pi being used as utility, the person you will not we are not going to see something that would go and buy. Maybe some people would go and buy a car, and then you see a car online and they sell with 100 pi or 50 pi, and then you now go and you purchase the car because, oh, I have 50 pi, and then that's it. That is not what I believe the Pi Network wants. What the Pi Network actually wants is that each individual, each pioneer actually makes use of that pi that he or she has actively, not like it's not like the one that you just use it once and then you blow your account and then everything is gone. So even that person now that has not even joined Pi Network, that will join next month or next 2 months, and the person will consistently mine. If the person successfully consistently mines, the person would still gain from Pi Network by using it to buy. So if these things, if maybe we are able to, like, you see somebody that has 300 and then the person just wipes everything, or 100, you just wipe everything from one or two purchases, then Pi in essence has little or no value. That's the truth. Let's just think about it in that way. That if maybe I can have 100 Pi and then I just make three purchases, maybe on Pi Chain Mall, and then I make those purchases and then just do that three purchases just blows my account, then it means that the value is less. I don't know if we get to what I'm saying so far. So that is what I I believe the Pi Network has in mind, and it's all about value, placing value on something. So the value we place on it, irrespective. Okay, I said 5 million naira, and then even if it's not up to, but man, it shouldn't be peanuts. It shouldn't be something very very low or something like that. You get what I'm saying?
Thanks for that. Thanks for that contribution. I get your point clearly. Get your point clearly. So, like I said, gradually we all will come to, like, our thought pattern will be tweaked. We'll begin to understand that for the fact that we are here doesn't mean the world revolves around what is happening here. There are some countries you will go to and you start asking yourself some kind of questions because the system and everything over there works differently. And I believe Pi
Exactly.
have yeah, I just believe Pi will be that global digital currency that the world actually needs. Okay. All right. Hey, any further opinions, contributions? What are you offering for Pi? What are you offering next thing for Pi? Anyone has something to say? With this session has lasted for almost an hour now. Okay, Abiodun wants to speak. So Abiodun, you're unmuted. You can speak. I've allowed you, rather. You can unmute your mic and speak. Abiodun Oluwasegun.
Okay, good evening, good afternoon, everyone. It's pleasure to be here. For me, I'm working on a project for me to offer in Pi community actually, because when I was introduced to this to this Pi network, I didn't really know anything about it, and I actually go ahead and make some basic research on it. That's what actually make me love it. It's a great project. I think even we people in the project right now, I think we won't know the value of it until at least in next 100 years. This project for our future, our great children. I think we anybody in this project actually is a great opportunity for this project actually. I think everybody should just gather. How can we move this project forward actually in Nigeria actually? Even me inviting people right here is very very difficult because maybe with their mindset, cash out mentality, all this stuff, but even by the grace of God, I little bit that people I could bring it to the project, bring it, but very soon I'm working on a project for my own. This is what I'm doing right now, so very soon I'll bring up a project for myself.
Hello,
Okay, that's great. Thank
hello,
you, Shego. Yeah, Don Rado,
hello.
we can hear you.
Yeah, good evening. Yes, actually, I just wanted to
Good
give a
evening.
contribution. I think the reason why those people that keep saying the $314,000 and $6,700 that is too much, I think is probably because they think there won't be space for growth. Hope you understand. Sure, you get
The space
like they
for
feel. I mean, they feel there won't be space for growth. There's no space for growth. Like they feel okay, maybe let's assume it start at um from $10 to $100, for example. That I think they think that's the moderate amount, moderate price for it to start with. So they see that $314,000 and $6,700 as outrageous. Hope you get what I'm saying. So they see it as very,
yes,
very
I understand.
outrageous. I think yes, I think that's the major reason why they feel okay. Why majority of pioneers they condemn that price. They see it as very, very outrageous. Though majority don't have anything to offer the ecosystem, but they feel the price is very, very outrageous. So they see the best price at $100 or $10.
Oh, okay. You said majority of the pioneers. Well, from the pioneers around me, from what I'm seeing, majority of them are supporting or supportive of that price, that 314,519 dollars thereabout. Minority, the minority are not in support. From my own end, now I also say anyone that comes and say $10 or $100 to give space for growth, it's fine. That is how you see it. Good if you can give good reasons. Even if you can't give good reasons, it's fine by me, no problem. But you don't have no right to tell someone that is valuing his at 314K dollars to shut up. It's
Yeah,
improper.
that's right. That's
You
actually
yeah,
true. So
that's my point,
even if it
and
is
I don't want. Okay, I can hear
even
you.
if it is $200,000, it's still a win-win for everyone. Everybody still wins. Hope you get. Everybody still
It,
wins. I mean, there's no way I want to win. Everybody wants to win. So it's actually fine. That it is as at that price, it is actually in my own personal opinion, it's very, very okay.
exactly, and I don't
We
want
have
to mention names, Dorado, from your from your community, but whenever he speaks about it, like he speaks as if he wants to fight, or he's like he speaks as if he's a mini god over pioneers, like telling pioneers that they are delusional, that they are mad, that they are not serious, that life will hit them harder. And sometimes I'll be like, well, we all don't know the kind of power our tongue possess. You get somebody that doesn't know anything about fire can just come into the group and read that, and that is the mindset he or she will pick immediately. You understand? So what I feel what these Chinese people are trying to do is to beef up this price to a level where even if Pi won't actually hit that price, it will not come so low. It will still be in the
yes,
thousands, maybe $1,000 or $900, or I believe that's what they're trying to do. Do you get? So
definitely.
if you say it's $1, well, anybody that says it's $1, I usually try to
Actually,
change that person's
actually,
ideology. But
actually, we have to push for a high consensus. Hope you understand. For everyone to be able to participate in the ecosystem. So a higher consensus is needed. So you can't tell me that you want to value it at $1, then you expect everyone to participate. No, it's not possible. Some pioneers they will actually hold back. Hope you get. They will actually hold back,
yeah,
and that's not the vision of the project party. I think that's not their vision. A lot of people will
exactly.
actually keep their money to like 2 3 years, and that's not ideal project at all. We don't be that way. We have to push for a high consensus. It's very very essential.
Yeah. So if you can help out with that, let's stop calling names. Anyone that says something, okay, this is how I value my pie. That is how he or she values his or her pie. If you want to deal with that person, like if you have a business deal with that person, you should know that is how he or she values his pie. If you don't like it, you look for another alternative. Let's not
Yeah,
start. Let's
that's
stop the name. Yeah, the name calling and all that
no.
is bad. And I see it a lot on that community. I don't want to mention it, but I see it a lot.
even even I was initially against that high consensus of 340 and 6,700. I was initially against it, but later I came to realize that they are actually making sense. So far, they are able to back it up with their goods and services, especially the Chinese. They are doing a lot of work to make sure they push for, and the price is very very high, and which is a good one. So, but I think presently now, I think I have to encourage that in our community as well. So everybody is entitled to their own personal opinion. So if you value yours at $1, then leave those that valued it at 200 or $3,000, leave them alone. So that's actually the best.
Oga Dorado, you just stop my mind. The truth is, the car you have is yours, and if you have goods to offer, that's the beauty of the enclosed minute. If you have services or goods to offer, it's you that will dictate the price you want to sell your goods. And if you say you are selling it for 100 million, even 1 billion, it's your goods, and it's you that is offering the goods. And anybody that sees an advantage will buy from you. So I don't see the reason why somebody will say I value my pie at $314,000. Then another person will come and say, you are insane, you are delusional. It doesn't make sense. Are you the one offering the goods? But I didn't want
I
to indulge on those arguments. That's why I'll be keeping quiet in all the group about the price. Because the person that is offering that goods is the one that has the goods and is the one that will dictate the price. That's what the enclosed mainnet is all about. So whatever price you are giving out for your goods, is anybody that sees it that likes the price will buy. So I don't see the reason why others will say the price is too much. It's just, well, you don't talk with him, I get for mind finish. That's how I see all this. So
it's pretty bad
Okay,
actually.
okay. Yeah. So I thank you, Donald, for that contribution. There is this video I was watching on YouTube today. The guy that founded FTX. FTX is an exchange. So this guy, I think in year 2019 or year 2016 or thereabouts, 2019 or so, forgotten. He saw Bitcoin was traded at $10,000 in the US, was trading for $11,000 in China. That was how he became a billionaire. I think he's, yeah, one of the youngest billionaires in the world. Just check him up. So he will buy from US and sell in China online. And he said he was making $1 million every week. Like at the point he was making it in a day. Do you get? So you see, there is so much what's it called? Prospects that Pi holds. And I believe some people are actually doing these things to take advantage of the vulnerable ones, making them not believe the value of their pie and and maybe buying it from them or making them sell it at less and making profit off of them. So please let's try. Donald, I'm being particular about that group. I know you know the group I'm talking about. Please, let's try and also help them to understand this, because I believe if everyone understands this, like you said, it's a win-win situation for everybody, and that is what we need. We need to enlighten the community for them to understand the value of the file. Hello, Woody.
Which group? Tell me, let me go and enter that group.
No. I'm not calling the group on here. And yeah, Woody, there was something you said one time. I think that was last week. Let me just re-echo it here. Consensus is different from price speculation.
Yeah.
Somebody just said he will offer, like if I want to build a website, and I was asking him if he's charging me 1 price for that website, and he said his valuation of 1 price is 5 million naira. Like he told that is what's his name again? Let me, that's Adedapo. Is it Adedapo or Live Saints? So he said his valuation of 1.5 million naira. That is him, and he's a web developer. So if I want to build a site of that is worth 5 million naira, fine, he'll charge me 1 pi. If I want to build a site that is less, I have to calculate and know how much it is worth in pi. Do you understand? So I won't be telling that person you're delusional, you're crazy, because he is the one offering that service. Now, even at that, I will have to still price it. I will have to reach a consensus, an agreement with him. Do you understand? So consensus is different from price speculations. Anyone that is associating both of them, or that thinks that we are mixing both of them, is actually wrong. You have to look at the group. You look at the statement. You look at what we have been pushing from day one. Woody especially. If you can read, I believe you understand what Woody is typing. If you can, so please let's be guided on that. All right. So at this point, Woody, do you have any other things to say? Anyone has any contribution?
No, I don't know. I could go on and on about consensus talks and all those things, but basically, I just think when you mentioned about 1Pi and the web developer guy who is um charging you on the basis of his value of 5 million naira for a pie, and I mean even I had that visceral um read inside me. I felt I felt somehow hearing about it. I know it sounds insane, it sounds crazy, like it's not something to be understood. Even as I am trying to push this fight of consensus, I still get this instinctive reaction to this kind of violations, and when I hear these things. But I only tell myself, this is it is like this because um it has not been yet made a reality. I mean, when it's a reality, it becomes normalized, and you'll be happy. I mean, you don't have this kind of reaction when you see one Bitcoin is tens of thousands of dollars, right? Which is more than 5 billion naira. You won't have that reaction. Why? Because it's a reality that you are used to. You've become used to it. So I mean, all this thing about people getting alarmed when they hear high fiat figures for pi, I think it's a natural thing, and one just become much more aware that look, it's a natural thing, but you're just having that reaction because you haven't seen reality happen in front of you. But that doesn't mean that you should discard it, right? Because it's what will make what will make it happen.
Okay. Hello? If anybody is hearing me right now, please, what is going to be the fate of those people that are self-employed? I mean, those that are on low-scale industries and so on like that. I mean, the people that are fabricating craftsmen and co. How do we bring our businesses into this?
I'm not sure I got the question. How did you put it? That sorry, someone who's not speaking. Can you kindly mute your mic, please? Brother Femi,
Yeah, I'm with you.
yeah, can you mute your microphone, please? Someone was speaking. Your background noise is interfering.
All right. All right, all right.
Yeah, okay, please, Boughton. Can you come again? Hi, Boughton. Can you come again, please? We lost Boughton.
Okay, I
Did
heard
any-
what he was asking. He was asking for the self-employed. How are they going to uh, add their services into the economy? And I think is as long as you have a Pi Network account and you have a wallet that accepts Pi, you are already good for business. And you have partners that are ready to trade their Pi for your service or your goods. You're already in the ecosystem. You're already in the community. Those pioneers, your ETs that are willing to that are ready to buy goods that you offer, and you are ready to accept the Pi as a payment for your services, you are good to go. I don't know if he's still around, if he's
I'm still
listening to
very
He's
much
my.
not
around.
here.
I'm very much around. Thank
Okay.
you very much. I can get you clearly.
Okay, that's it. As long as you are willing to accept Pi and you have the wallet, they can transfer your Pi to for your goods or services. You're already in the community and you're already doing your business.
Okay,
So I would
that's
like
good.
to ask
Please,
a
we are all
question
good to
now.
go now. Thank you very much.
Don't go yet, oh. I would like to ask a question before all of us go.
Okay, I'm still very
Hello?
much around. Very much around.
Can I talk?
Yeah.
Hello? Okay. So regarding the
If you're not speaking, can you
enclosement,
just mute your mic? If you're not speaking, please mute your mic. Thank you. Adelako, you can continue.
regarding the enclosement, most of the business that we are going to be doing in the enclosement, apart from people that we have shop for pie, and you see what you want to buy and pay and check it out before you pay in pie. Probably if I order something from someone now online, and I have made payment online, and the person delivers something that is not good, what can we do about it? Am I clear enough?
Yes, you're very clear. That's a very good question. I don't know if anyone has an answer to that or has something to say about that. So your question is, what if you order something and what you ordered is different from what you got, right?
Exactly.
Hey, Chaps. I don't know if Chaps may want to come in. Hey, Chaps, are you there? Could you say something on this question?
Hello, can I speak?
Yeah, please.
Hello.
You
Hello,
can
hello.
speak.
Yeah, you could speak.
Okay. Regard to what you just asked, I think the my own opinion about it is that when you apply for any good, then the confirmation supposed to come to your email. Then the final confirmation will come from your email. As soon as the goods arrive, at the presence of the person, you click on confirm. The both of you will accept it. Just maybe you can make the payment, but the final conclusion will be confirmed from your email. Until you see the goods, then you can not go to your email and say confirm before the money will come to the person's wallet. I think that is my own understanding about how that is.
Okay, about that, I was in Pi Hub when Vindicated Shady said something about this. He said those vendors, which is those people that are ready to offer their
Please, the voice is
services.
not audible enough. Oh, please speak up, ma.
Now, boy, they talk to you. Now, man, they talk to you, not be woman.
Okay, okay,
Did
okay,
they hear
okay.
me now? Okay. Are you hearing me? Are you hearing me?
Yes, go on, please. Just
Yes,
speak a
yes, I
little
can.
bit louder.
Okay. I'm inside Keke on my way home, but I will try. the vindicated trader said something about it during one of the sections about those wanting to buy goods from their online shops from their market. So those vendors that are offering goods during this enclosed minutes, they are registered merchants under the pie hub. So when you are paying for goods, the pie you pay don't actually go to them initially. It's the pie hub itself that will hold on to the pie until you get your goods and you confirm that it's okay before they will release the pie to the merchant you got it from. So peradventure they give you goods that does not suit what you demanded for, you can actually get your pie back and return the goods. They are like a middleman between you and the buyer. So they will make sure you get your goods and it's in good condition you the way you want it before they will actually release the pie to the whoever that gave you that goods. So that's how they explain it during one of their sections. So if you are buying any goods, I think you should go through these online markets that are like buy of those online markets that are registered under that want the hackathon and that are in the ecosystem. You get
Okay, thank you very much, sir. Please, can we still have some other people in the house that are able to explain better things to us that we followers don't really know about the pie? Thank you.
Hello, please come again with your question. Please come
hello, did you guys hear me? Or was my network breaking?
We are hearing
Yes,
you loud
yes,
and
yes,
clear
yes.
now. Loud and clear now.
Okay, you were not hearing me before now, Abby?
Your words were inaudible the other time you spoke first, but now we are able to hear you loud.
Okay, I said during one of the section that Pi Hub had, is it not? Is it? It was late last year or early this year when they were talking about this. They said that, for example, you want to get something from Pi Hub and you requested for something from a vendor that is registered in Pi Hub. Now, before you get your goods, the pie you paid to that vendor will not go to him directly. It will go to the pie hub. They will hold on to the pie until you get your goods and confirm that it's in good condition the way you ordered it before they will release the pie to the vendor you got that goods from. So peradventure you order for a goods and it did not meet with your expectation. It was not what you ordered for that you got. They will not release that pie to that vendor. Rather, you can return the goods, then they'll give you your pie back and you buy from somewhere else. So
Exactly.
if you want to buy goods during the enclosed minutes, I think you should buy through those online markets that are inside the pie browser. Those markets that participated in the hackathon, like Pi or Pi More Metro. Those are the safe markets you can actually buy something from, not a separate online market because there's no way, for example, you buy something and you pay for it and the thing don't meet your expectation. There's nobody you will complain to. But in the case of Pi Hub itself, they are like the middlemen between you and the buyer. You understand? So, for example, you get something that does not suit your taste, you can actually report to Pi Hub itself and they can refund you your money back while you return the goods. So that was what they
Exactly.
said during their section.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. They said it earlier on. Thank you very much for reminding us.
I want to use this medium to thank NYC.
Okay, so at this point, I think we'll call it a day. Our next session will be on Friday, and maybe we will be having a continuation of this topic that we just had today. And for the last question, yeah, like Ufejiro have said,
make sure you are dealing with registered companies, the likes of PyChain Mall, the likes of PyHub, the likes of PyMall Metro. Now you have to make sure they are registered because it is safer. Jumia is very what's it called? Jumia is very rampant in Nigeria because at least they offer some measure of safety. Now we have Alibaba in the world, we have Amazon, which is the biggest because people are safe with them. They are the vendors on those platforms are they go through a screening process. So yeah, you have to work with registered people. And the pie doesn't get to them immediately you pay it. When you confirm that yes, this is what you ordered, and that's how you should do it. So thank you everyone.
Also, just wanted to let
The
everyone know that the topics for the live
Hello, sir.
broadcast, they are
Before you
always
leave,
up for the community. Okay. I'm sorry,
before
hold
you
on a
leave,
bit.
sir,
Just wanted to hold on.
please, how do we do the registration with the Pi? Is it, are we going to do it through the Pi apps or through the Pi hub? How do we do that?
I think for that, Woody, we may have to we may have to contact Time Metro and bring them on a session here on Telegram to address these issues. What do you think?
Okay.
Okay, thank you, sir. And one more question, sir. Please, sir, I don't know when exactly do you people has already appointed before time the exact day that we are going to talk about the Pi consensus, please.
Are you talking about the next Twitter space on Pi Consensus?
I'm talking about the Pi consensus, sir. I was believing that this particular platform will be able to raise an issue about that, maybe get all the pioneers together and let everyone come out with whatever idea he has or she has. Thank you.
Yeah,
So, Pi Consensus.
in addition to
Oh,
what
sorry.
Mr. Femi was talking about, in addition to what he was saying, so I just wanted to add a few things. Like the core team, they made mention that I mean, part of what the network is trying to solve is trust issue. So, and I think that is already solved. So, recently during the interview with the Pi-Core team, when the moderators interviewed them, Sifan and Nicholas, they made mention of that in case of theft or maybe fraud issue, that the core team can actually restrict what people do on the Pi browser. They can actually they have the access to restrict some maybe let's say some marketplaces that are maybe try to scam pioneers of their Pi and all that they have access to restrict them. So far they have been reported to be a scam. That after some series of warnings from the core team, they can actually restrict their activities. So, and I think that is part of the security measures, and it is actually a good one. So the trust issue is there, and that's one of the problems. And I think that is already solved. So we are good to go.
Thank you very much, sir.
You are welcome. You are welcome.
Woody, you were saying
Bonsoir.
something.
Je constatais que tout le monde ici parle l'anglais. Moi, je ne comprends pas
Yeah,
l'anglais.
yeah.
Est-ce que quelqu'un peut nous traduire? Peut me traduire ça?
Hi, everyone. Sorry.
I can do that, Mr. Udi.
Okay, Isaac, yeah, thank you. Please, can you help him out with what he's saying?
Yes. Mon frère, vous pouvez parler maintenant.
En fait, je voulais savoir de quoi on parle parce que depuis, je suis en train d'écouter tout en anglais. Moi, je ne... je suis en Côte d'Ivoire. Moi, je ne maîtrise pas bien l'anglais. Je me débrouille à comprendre un peu. Et j'ai constaté qu'on parlait de choses, comment on appelle, la vente, puis chez mal, tout ça. Bon, c'est ce que j'ai entendu. En fait, je voulais quelqu'un pour me traduire ça, pour mieux comprendre aussi et peut intervenir.
Mr. Wood, you say you people are talking about selling in Pi channel mail, and if you can already explain it again so that I can traduce to him because I just enter now.
No, I think someone was just asking a question. It wasn't PyCharm more specific. Earlier, like maybe like 2 hours ago during this live voice chat, or 1 hour 30 minutes, that a PyCharm more was actually giving some detailed explanation. But you, Isaac, you are a PyCharm more rep yourself, so I don't know. You could also. I know you guys had some briefing recently, so you could also clear up. Um, but I think someone was just asking a question, and PyCharm was used as the reference to answer the question.
Yes, okay. Exactly. I can give one the answer about Pi channel mail recently announcement. But
Yeah,
in
yeah.
fact,
John was here, Siame from Ghana, and he also, gave a lot of light about uh, PyCharm stuff.
ok. Bon, mon frère, actuellement, pour le réseau Pi Network, il y a certaines annonces il y a les mises à jour qui ont été faites, que dans ce
Oui,
mois, les produits qui sont sur le site
oui,
seront enlevés, seront effacés. Donc,
oui,
il y
oui,
en aura la mise à jour des nouveaux produits le début
oui.
au moment de, au niveau, le 28 juin.
Avec les prix réels, c'est
Oui,
ça?
avec les prix réels.
Ah, ok.
Mm.
Mais
So,
qu'est-ce que vous décidez? Qu'est-ce qu'on entend décider par rapport à ça?
Non, bon, au fait, on ne sait pas si les prix seront réellement transférés vers nos wallets, ce qui veut dire que les achats vont commencer
Uh-huh.
à partir du
Ok,
28 juin.
d'accord.
Ceux qui auront la chance de passer
De
leur
passer le
KYC
KYC.
oui, et les prix seront transférés vers wallet et commencer les achats.
Ok, ok. Merci beaucoup, merci.
yeah.
OK.
Merci
Mr.
beaucoup,
Audi.
John. Thank you.
OK. Thank you, sir.
Ok. Merci beaucoup.
Okay, yeah. So
Ok. C'est pas facile, hein?
I've forgotten what I was going to say. Just today alone, we've had Hindi and French interactions all in one live session. That's great. um, so I've forgotten what I was going to say before I was interrupted. So, but I guess we can just call it a day here. I think I was also going to say that the topics for our live voice chat, they're always open for the community to suggest. So, if you have, if you think of if you think that there's a topic that we should discuss in the next, do what to suggest it on the group chat, and let's interact with it. I guess I think that was what I was going to say, right? Um,
Hello, sir. Hello, sir. Please,
yeah.
sir, can we,
Hello? Yeah.
about what you have just said now, can we just chip in some few things as in the manner of a question?
Okay, now I remember. Baba Femi, you asked about the five consensus something,
Yeah.
right? I was saying that five consensus awareness has been going on since June 1st or some days before, and different. I've organized about two spaces, Twitter Spaces meeting on it. So if you are looking for one big thing that we gather all the pioneers in the world together to talk about consensus, it's not going to happen. We are just raising the awareness with every chance that we get through different mediums on different platforms. So currently we are in the week two of
Thank you
June,
very much,
but
sir.
yeah. So the current activity is that pioneers who are advocating for a certain consensus should commit to this consensus publicly by tweeting their businesses, picture of their businesses, and know that they want to accept pi with and state the amount of pi that they would charge according to the consensus that they are backing up. So let everyone get into action and not just words everywhere. So those for low consensus do the same. Consensus, you do the same and present your goods and services from tweet a picture of it using the hashtag. Let the awareness keep going. The awareness is at a fever pitch currently in the whole community, and it's a good thing because so many people are in the fight. So many people are, even those that are advocating for local consensus. Trust me, they value their pie. They will not spend, their pie at a valuation of $10, even though they are saying it. So the awareness is a very, very good thing. Um, and the next Twitter space on consensus, I've been planning it for going to 2 weeks now or so. We're bringing lots of merchants who, for the first time, are accepting the value of $314,000 for barter, and they own businesses who are accepting this. So we are lining them up. Got about five, six or so, or even more. Maybe not all will join the space, but a few of them will join the next consensus space. The dates, I have not yet fixed the dates. I'm still looking at the calendar. Might fix and announce shortly.
Thank you very much, Woody. Thank you very, very much for this enlightenment.
Thank you also. Yeah. So Oluwaseyi, you are raising your hand. Yeah, Oluwaseyi, you can speak. Unmute your mic
Hello.
and speak, please. We're about to wrap up this this live voice chat.
Hello.
Hello,
Vous entendez?
Conrado.
Euh, Excusez-moi, je voulais savoir, mais s'ils sont en train de changer les prix là-bas, est-ce que, s'ils sont en train d'enlever tous les articles là, est-ce on n'a pas encore la valeur de pi? S'ils sont en train de changer, il faut d'abord la valeur de pi pour qu'on puisse changer les articles qui sont déjà sur le marché. Merci.
Okay, Mr. Oji, the question that he asking that if Python is going to clear all your projects in the website now, we did not know the value of the price. We're supposed to know the value of the price before we clear all the projects in the ecosystem.
That's what he's saying.
Yes, that is the question he's saying. He's asking.
Well, we can only do what the pie cutting will not tell us any price, right? The
Yes.
value is to be defined by the people who created the currency, right? So that's why we are doing this pie consensus awareness month. We want everyone to get conscious about value because there are a lot of people like him who is waiting for someone else to tell them the value, and people will definitely tell you low value if they want to harvest your pie from you. So that's why we want the awareness to be at the start pitch this month before transactions start, so that if people are getting their pie in their wallet, they are aware that there's already a widespread consciousness of high value for pie out there. So if someone is telling them that their pie is $10 or $1 or something, they can at least be aware enough to protect themselves.
Ok. Mon frère, ce que
So
l'idée est en train de dire, c'est que ceux qui ont même créé l'application, ils n'ont pas encore donné la valeur au API. Mais ce que nous faisons ici, c'est la campagne. C'est de, c'est de faire, ou bien c'est de mettre en leur conscience que le PI qu'ils ont a de la valeur. Ce qui veut dire que lorsque les PI seront transférés vers leur wallet, ils doivent savoir que ça a de la valeur. Donc, ils doivent savoir comment l'utiliser dans le réseau fermé. Donc, de ne pas l'utiliser à un consensuel bas.
Mhm. Mais,
Donc,
excusez-moi, hein,
oui.
pour le consensus, est-ce que vous avez décidé quelque chose pour le consensus? Parce qu'on devait suivre la voie des Chinois qui ont décidé que ça soit à $300, 300 et quelques dollars. Là. Est-ce que nous, de notre côté, on a décidé quelque chose?
Okay, je vais le demander. Sir, is asking
Yeah.
that now we are following the China consensus, but we Africans, if we decide there is any consensus, we also will decide.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, at the end of the day, um, value, consensus value is first personal. It's first an individual thing before a collective thing. So you have to believe in a certain value for your pie first before you just try to follow a consensus price by China or by anybody else. If you believe that it is worth that value, then you can follow. So as regards from Africa, watch out for an announcement tomorrow. Maybe a surprise announcement tomorrow for something like that regarding that, and hopefully other African businesses and communities and all that can follow that to uh, uh, should I say drive high consensus.
Thank you very much, sir.
Okay.
At exact what now? At exact time, should we be expecting this by tomorrow?
Sorry?
Donc, ce que le leader
Sorry?
Audi dit
Hello?
que, bon, à partir de demain, nous en aurons le consensus. Ils vont décider et ils vont commencer par à faire la promotion pour la consensus africain. Mais pour la consensus sinon ou pas, la consensus, c'est quelque chose de conscience. Donc, il faut que ça soit dans notre conscience parce qu'à la fin de tout, c'est toi-même de donner la valeur à tes prix. Donc, à partir de demain, ils vont essayer de décider. On va travailler sur ça pour les Africains.
Ok, moi, excusez-moi si je donne mon avis, c'est mon avis, mais moi, je préfère que ceux même qui ont décidé, qui sont devant, ils sont plus nombreux que nous, c'est-à-dire les Chinois, eux, ils ont décidé que ça soit 300 et quelques. Il est mieux de suivre leur voie. C'est ce que je voudrais, quoi, qu'on suive leur voie, parce que tout le monde doit se mettre sur la même voie pour que on arrive à avoir un consensus vraiment juste. Parce que je pense que Nicolas Focaliste, lui-même, il connaît la valeur, mais il nous laisse choisir pour que ça soit une valeur aussi grosse. Ce que je voulais dire, parce que la valeur, si la valeur est grosse, les gens ne vont pas gaspiller leur pille. Si la valeur est petite, les gens vont gaspiller parce qu'ils vont vouloir vendre leur pille. C'est mon avis et c'est ce que je voulais donner comme conseil aussi. Merci.
Okay. Our brother, he say he advised people, all of us to follow the Chinese consensus because as for he saw it that it's good, and Mr. Nicholas also know that the consensus must be high. That's why he leave us to work about it. So that is your own option. Because Chinese
All right,
people
Okay,
are
bro.
hello,
following
sir.
Thanks so
China.
much.
That is good, but in my own opinion, sir, I'm trying to look at it from this angle. If we all follow the exact amount that Chinese people that they put forward, won't it be as just somebody just like a joke played while we were in the Pride Revolution chat room that most of our pie will now travel down to China? What can you explain about this to us, sir, as an answer?
So you see, sorry if you're not speaking, can you mute your mic? Markets will come in first of all. So when they always say that the market will determine the price, demand and supply, blah blah blah. Those things are, but before market comes the consensus, comes the first starting point. You now have competition. So if China is offering people the best value for their pie and people are flocking to China, it's up to the competitors to wage a competition against China and present, same value for pie to the people that have pie, for the people that hold pie in their wallet. So when market comes in, it's now a free competition where if you want to attract pioneers, if you want to get more pie, you will not be shooting yourself by that will that will scale your customers away to another customer who is providing something cheap. And trust me, those sellers have strategies to make sure that you can't exploit the fact that they are offering their products for very less amount of pie due to high consensus. They have strategies to check that. So it's a free competition. It's a free market.
Thank you, Woody. Thank you very much, sir. It means we have to sensitize our people. You should not just stand I mean, we should not stand aloof. We too should try to bring creativity into this particular pi network that we are doing. We should enlighten people. We too we should get something we are able to offer to the general public. Please try to
Basically, yeah.
put that forward.
Basically, the other communities just have to up their production game and not just think about consuming. So they should create utilities that will attract the spend in their economy, just like the Chinese people. Now everyone is talking about the importing from China, buying from China, traveling to China. They think, and some other, should I say, um, mockers are saying that China will not be able to sustain it. China will not be able to do this. Blah blah blah. Why they are adapting and trying to spread unity and doubt? China is winning already. They are gaining um like a bit. They are in everyone's consciousness. China is already winning. This is PR for China, and people why people supposed to be trying to do the same. They are trying to pull down the efforts from Chinese merchants. At the end of the day, these people will win because they have the capital and they have committed a huge amount of, and they will not care. So they have millions of dollars ready to go into loss just to establish a high consensus. But you need to also think that before they before they exhaust their investment that is committed to a risk of loss, eh, the ripple effect would have gone wild. Ripple effect would have gone wide. So many competitors would then come in late when they see that the Chinese merchants are not giving up. They will come in late. By the time China has already, attracted a whole lot of the market, these ones will now start trying to, compete, but they will come in late, and before you know it, the ripple effect will stabilize the belief of a high value for pi. So it may happen that these Chinese merchants they may not exhaust their loss risk before things stabilize. Things may stabilize before their loss limit comes in because their loss limit is quite really really huge. I have interacted with one or two. Their loss limit is very very high. So it's a
Wow.
very wild.
Thank you very much, sir. Sir Woody, thank you
Yeah.
very much. Yeah, thank you to God that we're having somebody like you in the house. Please keep it up. Thank you very much once again.
Great thanks to the community. Hi, Prasad.
Yeah, Brother Woody, I would like to request something now. Actually, when you
Okay.
conduct an next meeting, please try to see that the representatives from the e-commerce websites of China also should attend the meet, if at all possible.
Yes. So we do that on Twitter, right? So the last Twitter space organized on Twitter, we
Yeah, I
had
have attended.
yeah, you were there, right? So we had at least one
Yeah,
Anna Hay, who is quite a very big person who is leading about 7 or more enterprises, and then we had about
yeah.
one one or two, I think one more, who has a smaller enterprise but it still supports a high value. Now, the funny thing here is that after Angela Hayes spoke and talk about that gave insight to capabilities, so many people were trying to spread some doubt about it, that she's fake, that she doesn't own any of such thing, and all of those things.
Yeah,
They were saying that
yeah,
there
yeah,
is no proof, right?
yeah.
I have gotten proof, like some verifiable information that speaks to Angela's capacity as a big player. Uh, I think I may tweet it tomorrow or next tomorrow, but I have gotten it for a couple of days now. I have watched a video, a TV news report on one of Angela's businesses, and just one of it. And in the TV news, she's acknowledged as the president of the group, the company group, right? So I mean, these things are there, and some Chinese website and all of those things. So we should try to seek more information with an open mind. But in the next phase, there are going to be more merchants, not just one. I think about five, six or so, which we already have them on ground. I am just organizing the flow of the space, how it will go before I announce a date. So there are more Chinese merchants that will come in the next Twitter space.
Yeah. Thank you, brother.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you,
And I
Mr.
am
Wood.
also
Please,
the
one
delay,
for
why it has even delayed. I have not announced the date, was because I was going through some checks. I was trying to verify their businesses, uh, if their businesses are real, registered, and all of those things. And so far, all the ones that I have been checking for the next space, they have all been real and verified businesses.
thank you very much, Mr. Woody. Please, once again, please, sir, Mr. Woody, please. I will love when we come back to the Pi Revolution chat room, please. I want you to please try to introduce some members that are presently online. Please let them know the exact date and the exact time that we are going to have another live chat like this. Please. I myself,
The
I will
live
be, whenever I see you there, I will make sure that I remind you again. Maybe
Yeah.
in at intervals, like say, like let's say about 10 minutes or something. You can be writing it or putting it as a chat just to remind people, please.
Sorry, what chat? Putting what as a chat every 10 minutes?
I mean, when we get back to the Pi Revolution chat room,
Okay.
when we get there, you can remind us again. I mean, you can put a notice out, so you will tell us the exact day, the time, so that we people will put it in mind, so that we'll be able to join the live chat again like this. I just stumbled on this.
Okay.
I didn't know anything was
Okay.
going on like this before.
Okay. So we have we already announced and we already pinned a message whenever it is scheduled. But we have announced that our live voice chat happen every Wednesday and Fridays by 5 p.m. West African time. So it starts with the pie trivia, which is the quiz, and then the goes immediately after the trivia every Wednesday and Fridays. So, but yeah, the messages we always also pin a message in the group so that every group member gets a notification that we have pinned the message informing of the upcoming Pi Trivia and Live Voice chat. Ashmit,
Thank you very much, sir.
yeah,
Thank you
Ashmit,
very
you are
much, sir.
yeah, thank you, Baba Femi. Thank you so much. Hi, Ashmit. You can unmute your mic and speak. I want to finally end this voice chat. Ashmit, I have unmuted you. You can click on your microphone and speak. Unmute your microphone, Ashmit. Okay, I think Ashmit. So thank you, everyone. Thank you, Toshi, so much for hosting, for conducting it. Wow, this was a very long ass meeting. Um, Thank you, everyone, for your contributions. Opejiru, thank you also. Thank you, Prasad. Prasad has left. Okay. Thank you, everyone. The next live chat will be on Friday, and remember that you can always suggest the topic for the live voice chat in the that you would like us to to fix as the topic. You can suggest it in the group chat, and all these topics can be considered. I'm ending the voice chat now. Good night, everyone from here, Nigeria. Bye bye.
Bye bye. Good night, sir. Thank you very much.